They can all see the side of your head. Are you moving anytime soon? Please? Not that they need to see, they just need to hear, I guess. Welcome in, peoples. Welcome in. Yes. So there's that. There's this. I'll give people time to come out of the adverts, but I will say, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're here for the live, thank you so much for tuning in. And Beanie's now getting blinded at the light. Well, don't look at it then. You know, simple. Silly girl. Silly girl. Oh, beans. Yeah, even if you're just running me for some watch time because you're being nice, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. And maybe we're stuck with her for a while. I don't know. I don't know. Just bear with me one moment. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. Some people are at the adverts, but I may as well welcome some of you in if I can kind of see, just about. Oh boy. Zara came in nice and early. I wonder if she's still here. Welcome in Silver Wings, Miss Natalie. And thank you very much. Ooh, yay! Sorry, you're stuck with me now. Thank you for rejoining, Natalie. Thank you. Welcome in Miss Christina and Taylor and Linda. You finally figured out a comfortable way to do the loops. I wish oh my gosh, that tutorial I did on Tuesday is so out of my comfort zone. Not just because it's an awkward stitch, but I just can't hold my wool like that. I can't do it. I'm used to holding my work with the pinchy fingers and using these two to work my wool. And holding, how do you even hold it? I've forgotten now. Holding it with a grip vice and having it over that finger and making sure that finger's kind of in the way, but not in the... Oh my gosh. I needed a tutorial before I did my tutorial to learn how normal people hold their wool. I kid you not. It was just, oh my gosh, it was so difficult. Oh my gosh. But I haven't been able to do the loop stitch this week, as most of you will know, because I actually ran out of the wool. Estimated delivery, I think it said the 23rd. So that means at least another week of hoping that another number comes up. But I have had an ingenious brainwave, or at least I hope it's a good brainwave, that as of from this week, I will do I've got to learn it first because I think I've completely forgotten. I think I'm going to do a chainless foundation, do 2 rows of my main colour, and then do whatever comes up this week. And then when the other wool turns up, I will do the loop stitch on my blanket and then sew the two together. I don't know how feasible that is, but it's an idea. I said it's a brainwave. I didn't say it was a good one. I didn't say it was a bad one, just a brainwave. So we'll see what happens. I just really, really hope number 3 doesn't come up today or next week. But people, we are halfway through as of this week. This section, when you have finished this section, this will be half of your blanket. And I haven't had many people send me a photo of their blanket. Did anyone forget this? There was a giveaway involved. Anyway, back to the chat. Took Silver a little while, but she got there in the end. Welcome in, Jennifer. And Ms. Jukes. Welcome in, Joe and Ms. Moo. Hi, Ms. Moo. Welcome in, Rosie. Rosie's been very, very quiet recently, but oh my gosh, the capital letters in your name. She is screaming out her name now. Welcome in, Kaylina and Deborah. Yeah, she'll be back. I know she'll be back. Even if she's in the call after this, I know she'll be back because she's been terrorizing me for a good half hour because she thinks it's time. It's not. Got a little while yet. Welcome in, Karen. And Caitlin, welcome in. Cindy I is coming. I'm sure you mean that could be a lowercase L, maybe. Possibly? I don't know. But I'm gonna go with you mean Tangled, because I'm gonna go with that you're Caitlin as in brand new to crochet, Caitlin. Maybe. Come back, Beanie. Oh, you moo. Of course I'm wearing a poppy. I actually forgot it last year. I've even got my animal one on as well. I was gutted that last year I had it all set up last year. I had it ready to put on when I got dressed and I had completely forgotten about it. And it's a very, very hard time of year for a lot of people. But it has an added for me. So it's a really, really hard time. It's a really, really hard time. So I'm really pleased that I remembered. Really pleased. Welcome in, Angela. Welcome in. And thank you very much for the compliment earlier. I never know if you get my replies to your comments because you never give a like or a reply back to it. So it's nice to see you in here so I can say to you, to your face, as it were, thank you so much for the compliment. Taylor, your video helped a lot, and I watched a couple of others. You explained it well. The main aim for me with most tutorials is because I know the camera is pretty awful, that if I can explain it and do it slow enough, and even possibly not deliberately, but if I make a mistake, I can say, well, that happened. The reason why. It's like with this week with the loop stitch, it is so easy to grab the front strand of that loop when you're bringing it back, and you don't want to do that. And it's also really easy to grab the working yarn and bring it through the loop, and you end up with an integrated loop, which isn't quite the same. So I think it's a nice thing to overly explain. Ooh, see my breath. When I'm able. I sort of made my own way. Sort of. Welcome in, Cindy. Welcome in. You actually like the loop stitch? I think you might be on your own. I did try and go back to try and find who had asked for the loop stitch. And I think it was asked for in an email because it wasn't in the comments, or they deleted their comment because they didn't want to be shouted out. You know who you are. And Deborah's a lurking, working gherkin. And she did it in the right order. She's a good girl. You'll be good, Cindy. You'll get used to it. You plod on, you plod on, you plod on, even with gritted teeth. Okay, what's the time? 10 minutes. Okay. Yes, colour 3 has gone twice. We have one more. Did you get my latest pic of my Cal progress? I would have told you if I did. So I'm pretty sure I did, because you gave me it like a couple of days later and said it's not as bad as I thought it was. And I'm like, see? And you told everyone it was awful. So I'm pretty sure I did. I will double check for you very quickly. When I say very quickly, I mean in my slow little way. Pick 5. Got it? Yup. I got it, Karen. I got it. And Joe's a lurking, working gherkin too. Although I'm sure if either those two or myself were a gherkin, we'd probably eat ourselves. No problem, Taylor. My blanket isn't going to be big enough. Might extend. I've been saying all along, people have got to add height. You've got to add height. There's no good doing the bare minimum, because that ain't going to give you the thing you need. You've got to remember your measurements for the type of blanket that you want. And you've one section, that's 1/12. So if that's only 1 inch, your blanket's only going to be 12 inches. You've got to add to it. Welcome back, Zara. Welcome in, Miss Kim. Nice to see you, miss. Haven't seen you for a little while. Hang on. What did I say about a big? Hang on a second. What did I say that needed a? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Once I made my way and got a rhythm on the loop, I didn't mind it. I think it's easy once you get going. It's like, oh yeah, okay. For me, it's going to take probably quadruple standard time, because I'm finding it so awkward to have the claw holding the yarn. I'm really struggling doing that. 4 months as a member and counting. Thank you, Zara. I really appreciate it. I went through a couple of my members today, because there's been a really big handful that have rejoined or renewed in the past couple of weeks, and it's really heartwarming, and it still struggling to comprehend it, but boy do I appreciate it. Hey, it's Miss Andrea. Welcome in, Andrea, aka Ola Joe. Oh, thank you, my darling. And you know what? I came to yours last night as you quit. I'm like, ah! Was it last night? Or was it the night before? The two have merged into one. I've got a feeling it was last night. But I was gutted, because it's not often that I can get into lives, and yours are ones that I can catch on and off. I was already working on a pattern with the stitch, so I have no problem with it. Yeah, you're fine with your little Swiffer. What name ever stitch this week? Well, I'll tell you what, let's get to the bottom of this chat, and then we'll at least get a colour, because we are halfway through. So Oh, thank you so much, Kim. I won't be here long. It's only a half-hour live, so don't panic. Yay! Thank you, Kim. Your members pack will be along soon. As soon as I've packed it. It's coming. I promise you it's coming. Okay. It froze a lot. Sod's law, Andrea. Sod's law. Okay. So let's get a colour, shall we? Let's hope it isn't colour 3. Fingers crossed. Good luck. Toes as well, and anything else that you might have at least 2 of. Cross them too. Okay. And don't forget the thumbs up, please. Okie dokie, here we go. Good luck. I've just realised that I've left them all in order this week. So we're on colour 4. I forgot to shuffle them. But it is what it is. I apologise, but we are on colour 4. Colour number 4. You got that, people? You got that? You got it? You got it? Colour number 4. So that's kind of a funky little thing because we went 4, 3, 3, 4. I like the symmetry. I'm happy with that. So my colour number 4 is sky blue. Welcome in, PJ. So it's colour number 4. It better be a good stitch because, you know, I can only think of joining the 2 together. I know exactly, Kaylina. That's why I'm quite happy with that. It's a nice little symmetry thing. It'll be absolutely brilliant if it kind of carries on like that, but it can't really because we've got 12 weeks, not 8. So it's gonna mess me up at some point. But for right now, I'm personally really, really happy with that. But as much as I would love it to be royal blue every single week, I've got the sky blue, which also means that I will be using my glitz, agats and glitz to go with it. So Zara's the same as me. Pale blue, pastel blue, whatever you want to call it. Miss Christina is on royal blue. Natalie's on sage. Ooh, good name. Sage. In fact, I'll do what I did before and put it in there so I don't forget it. Black for Taylor. Light lavender. Light and airy lavender. Poor colour won't get no love. It will. It's had 1 week. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly shuffle that so it's ready for next week. And save. And then I'm gonna open my stitches. Now there has been one slight change on the stitch front because one particular person came to me and said, you know what, I think a lot of people are going to struggle with this stitch, so can I swap it for this one because it's a nicer looking one and I think people will really like doing it. And I got a demonstration and I went, sure. So there is a little tweak in the stitches, but I'll go over what's in there in a moment. A light beige Aran. is it Aaron weight? Zara says, I just remembered a few hours back, I have to start my second panel for the top so I can complete the top on time. The thing is, are you going to say do the second panel as of next week so that you've got 6 different stitches on each side? Or are you doing the same stitches on both front and back? How are you doing the sleeves? I'm so curious. Yes, Sarah is not only doing a blanket, she's doing a top as well with the same stitches. Woman is amazing. And it's all because she did the waistcoat stitch. She's trying to make up for it, you know. Kaylina's is brown. Welcome in, George. Evening. I can't read your profile picture unless I bring you up. If I bring it up, is it big enough for me to see? Let me have a look. Don't make me put my glasses on, George. He's making me put my glasses on, which means I need to give him a bit of a wipe. And Moo is back to purple nurple. Let's have a look. No, I still can't see it. I have no clue what that says. I'm not getting up just to gawp at the telly that close. I just can't do it. I can't do it, George. Can't do it. Same, Lisa, front and back. Okay, so you're going to have, I'm guessing 10 sections and then 2 for the sleeves. I'd guess. Take care, Miss Andrea. Thank you very, very much for popping in. I do appreciate it. So thank you. Have a good one. You got this. No, not making up for waistcoat. I'm making this for myself. First one for me. No, what I mean is you're making up for the waistcoat. So you're going above and beyond what is called for in the CAL to make up for giving us all the waistcoat stitch. Fish in the Dream with George. Oh, fish. No, it doesn't. Because I see 3 words. I just can't. Oh, yeah, maybe. All right, then. Fine. I believe you. Okay, so let's bring up the stitches. So we have front cross, lace, front ridge, back post, V, Trinity, camel, the new stitch, wrapped bean, not my cat, picot box, ripple rice, peacock blanket, puff V, half double crochet in the 3rd loop, Suzette, shell, grandma's 2, aligned cobble, filet, tiny clusters, doublets, pike and cone. And because it's all Ingrid's fault today that I have absolutely no wool to have made the loops this week, it's kind of semi-reminded me that Ingrid sends her love and is sick of the load shedding in South Africa and wishes she could be around, but with the internet, with the electricity, the internet's on, off, and when everything comes back on, it blows all the circuits. So she's kind of stressed, but sends her love to you all. There we go. Okay, so are we ready for the next spin to find out what this week's stitch is? For anybody that wants to come up afterwards, if you're a member, send me an email, message, whatever you want to call it, and I will send over the link. No one has come forward yet, but if you want to, you better be quick. Otherwise, I'm just going to, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Twirl around and look pretty, I guess. A bit like this wheel. Go twirling. Good luck. What tutorial am I doing on Tuesday? Whack. Send me a quick email, Tangled. And we are going for the camel. It's the camel. Camel stitch this week. Camel stitch this week. Okay, so you have colour 4, camel stitch. Fairly easy, but it's done in the single, I think, if I remember rightly. I might be remembering wrongly. So make sure you get that height in there, but there ain't no fancy fiddling with this one. Should be pretty straightforward. All good. You all got it. You're doing the camel. You're doing the hump, 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 hump. You don't know what the heck the camel stitch is. Well, as always, within the next 2 hours, down in the description of this video, right at the top of the section that says which each week is doing, it will state this week, week 6's stitch camel, and then there'll be a tutorial underneath, and then the color that we're on. As of Tuesday, because I'm pretty sure I haven't done a camel tutorial, Tuesday I will do a camel tutorial, and then I will swap out the link that I will do tonight with my tutorial for the left and the right-handed people. So it's all there, because, you know, this is my channel, not somebody else's. So, new stitch for a lot of people again, which is good. It's good. You'll be fine. Don't have a clue of it. It's a really, really nice, easy one. Half double crochet is even better. I had in my head, I don't know why, that I said single straight off. I just remember it being small, but it's got a nice little bit of, gives it a nice bit of texture. I remember that much. Wow, half double crochet in the third loop, in the back third loop. That's kind of easy. You'll be fine. It's an easy one. Now, before I run away, anybody got any questions? Please don't ask me anything hard, because I don't know the answers. But I'm still debating about whether to actually do this camel stitch this week and sew it on, or really mess myself up and play catch up when the other wool turns up. I don't know. Here she is. Jamie! I love the fact that you did that in your in your life, and you just went with it. Thank you so much, Jamie. I think it will still be a short stitch. Yeah, half double crochet, it won't be so bad as things like the waistcoat have been, and the and the let me save that. And the loop, and although the loop you can change to whatever you like, the textured wave, it's not going to be that bad, thankfully. Let me open it. Let me open it, Bailey. Let me open it. Buy you a cup of tea. Oh, that's an expensive cup of tea. Thank you so much, Miss Baylor. Look, she's going on again. Miss Baylor in green. Thank you so much, Bailey. Thank you. You're on, girl. And you're saved. Save me. You are saved. Thank you so much, Bailey. You are on the wheel for the end of the month. Thank you. That's really sweet. That was a bit unexpected for in here. What is the meaning of life? 42. Next. Have to go. Chips are cooking. Yes, please. Half an hour, my main colour is all half double crochets. Mine are linked half double crochets, so I'm happy with that. Do one row or all of your main. Do this week's, then stitch it together. Yeah, it's kind of the way I'm heading, I think. Welcome in, Perp. Oh, I don't know yet, Perp, but I'll let you know as soon as I've got it. Right, okay, let's all clear off. Don't forget to send in your photos, please. Anybody who wants to come up, you better be quick. You can use your Beansies cup that I see there. It's all empty. I need to go and grab another one. See, I finished it just before we even started because it got cold quick. But next week we'll see you then. Hopefully there'll be a lot more people saying, I quite like this stitch than we've had previous weeks. But don't forget, email me your pictures. If you have any problems, let me know. I will see what I can do. And I will do a tutorial for Tuesday. But until then, I will link down below within the next 2 hours today's stitch. Thank you very much, people, for joining. Good luck. You'll be fine. Nice and easy.